Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad FIKRI bin Muhammad ZALANI. Today we will presenting project assignment is stopwatch system.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is ZULHILMI bin HAMID.
My name is Muhammad HAZWANI bin AZIB.
Introduction. Stopwatch is handheld timepiece designed to measure the amount of time that elapses between inactivation. A large digital version of a stopwatch designed for viewing at a distance, as in a sports stadium, is called a stop clock. In manual timing, the clock is started and stopped by a person pressing a button. In fully automatic time, both starting and stopping are triggered automatically by sensor. The timing function are traditionally controlled by two buttons on case. Pressing the top button starts the time running, and pressing the button a second time to stop it, leaving it elapsed time display. A press of the second button then reset the stopwatch to 0. The second button is also used to record split times or lapse time. When the split button is pressed while the watching is running, it allows the elapsed time to that point to be read, but the watch mechanism continue running to record total elapsed time. Pressing the split button a second time allows the watch to resume display of total time.
I will presenting theory session. This is my group theory. First, battery and symbol. The key function of a battery and bulb in a circuit are explained. A battery is a source of energy which provides a push, a voltage of energy to get the current flowing in a circuit. A bulb uses electrical energy provided by battery but does not use current. Next is resistor and his symbol. A resistor is a passive two-terminal electrical component that implement electrical resistance as a circuit element in an electronic circuit. Resistors are used to reduce current flow, adjust signal level to divide voltage bias active element, and terminate transmission lines, among other use. Next, push button and the symbol. Electric push button switch function. Electric push button are used with electrical circuit. They contain the electronic required to either make or break circuit depending on the requirement of the application. They are used to switch device on and off. For example, light switch. Next is IC 555 and symbol. The standard IC 555 timer IC is used in a variety of timer, pulse generation, and oscillator application. It can be used to provide time delay as oscillator and as flip-flop element. The 555 timer IC is an integral part of electronic project. Next is IC 4026 and symbol. The 4026 is a decade counter integrate circuit with decode output for driving a common cathode 7-segment LED display. An advantage of the IC is that it has decade counter functionality together with 7-segment decoder driver. Next is a capacitor and the symbol. A capacitor can store electric energy when it's connected to this charge circuit can dissipate that store energy, so it can be used like a temporary battery in car audio system. Large capacitor store energy for the amplifier to use on demand. And then LED and symbol, light emitting diode LED and lamp produce light when a current flow through them in the forward direction. LED and lamp are often used for indicator light in electrical equipment such as computer and television set, as LED use a much smaller current than often type of lightning. Their use increasing. And last component is 7 segment and symbol. A 7 segment display is a form of electronic display device for displaying decimal numeral that is an alternative to the more complex dot matrix display. 7 segment display are widely used in digital clock, electronic meter, basic calculator, and other electronic device that display numerical information.
Circuit operation began once the normally open switch is changed to closed position. The timer IC555 produces high and low signal at frequent intervals, resulting in oscillating signal whose frequency is based on the value of two resistors and the charging capacitor. In other words, the timer IC555 produces the clock pulse of required time period. This clock signal is fed to the two-stage arrangement of BCD counter CD 4026. The IC CD 4026 consists of 4 synchronously clocked flip-flops which are connected together to enable the counting operation. The clock pulses are counted by the two-stage synchronous cascade arrangement of two IC CD4026 counter. As second IC CD4026 receives the clock pulse, it starts counting from 0 to 9. The first IC CD4026 continues its counting operation and so does the second IC CD4026 every time second IC reaches it in count. The count is displayed on the 7 segment display driven by the BCD to 7 segment decoder IC CD4026. The circuit display the clock pulse from 0 to 60.
discussion. For discussion, after completion of this digital stopwatch project, we have learned some knowledge in designing circuit and understand the implementation using 5 timer and classification of counter. The circuit can operate in two modes with play and pause switch, late emphasis compact design. Calibration process yielded combined, coarses and fine, delay of 1 ms.